and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. They're lining up to boot it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You've got all guns blazing.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
Just a simple power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you, keep them off balance.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. On target to the left. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
All wideouts, no backs. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackled immediately after the catch.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to run for it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
They bring the punter onto the field now. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The offense set for a 1st down play. Dropping back, it's Bowers. It's complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Gets open down the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
After moving the sticks with the pass, here we are on 1st down. Looking to throw it again. Going to take a shot. Catch inside the 25. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. looks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post, you go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Williamson. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Looking to go up top on first down. They've got the screen set up. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found.
And that went nowhere fast. And first down is a good time to run a screen, try to catch him being a little bit aggressive and maybe thinking about a little bit of run and making people attack and run downhill. But the screen pass did not fool anybody. Nice discipline by the defense.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so the running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. As a result now, fourth down.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Line gets set, first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, the ground game. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Back to pass, it's Bowers. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Nice job by the pass rush. They know if they can get to this QB, they can hit him and force these incompletions.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got rid of it just in time. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Quick completion to the right.
Pass interference, offense.
The defense was asking for that penalty immediately, and they got it. Offensive pass interference waves off the first down. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And here comes the punt team. Now on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. They'll throw it on 1st down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. To the ground with the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Looking downfield, it's Bowers. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They'll give it to the back. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all visibility on that last week.
We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He's right on target. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
He'll come out throwing on first down. They're bringing heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Handoff from the shotgun. Got room at the 35. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Second and 10 after the previous play. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one play.
Might as well give it to him again. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. The give from the gun. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now they're going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rates, some revolutions on that one.
Want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he'll break the plane for a touchdown. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Ready to try the point after. Right down the boulevard. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Nice move to stay on his feet. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Now on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Bowers. He finds his man. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Unleashes it on the run. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Fair catch called for and made. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. He'll pull it on the read. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Running back searching for a hole. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Third and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Makes the catch near the sideline, but he's down immediately before he gained an inch.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll leave it with him. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Second and short now after that completion. They'll go to the ground. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its fourth down.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches there.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. He'll start this drive firing. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To the air, it's Bowers. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Snags it at the 30 and still running. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. From the gun, give on the inside. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Feeling some heat. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To throw, it's Bowers. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. And he's in for the touchdown.
Man, a really nice job understanding. I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll throw it on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him for the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Man, come on now. O-line. got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And here comes the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Bowers. Quickly complete. Plows through the defense. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing it because coverage is going to be right. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Leaves it with the back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different ears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the prettiest little stadium in America.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Williamson.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Looking at a 2nd and short now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they've wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them onto the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
4 wide out set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Williamson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Hard running there. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down.
He'll wide his man on the option. He'll toss it. Sweet feet on the move. Headed to the end zone. And they're in for a touchdown.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to be stopped short as they come up empty on the 2-point try. They were hoping to get this game to within a field goal, but the lead stays at 5. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And now this offense will take the field again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Looking to throw, it's Bowers. Floats it out in space. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds the tight end.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He lets one fly deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Williamson. And they'll stop it just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage. I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man on the right. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Goes to the option. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. When the quarterback runs it, he's got the extra blocker, and I don't even know if he needed it. He just gashed them there.
Yeah, Reese. I mean, this offensive coordinator does a good job scheming ways to get this quarterback out into space with the ball in his hands. And when he's there, he can make people miss. And if he gets into the 2nd level of your defense, that dude is gone.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. They'll try to pound their way in. He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by a field goal. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. To the air, it's Bowers. He's got his man. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to move it through the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going downfield for the big play. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And here comes the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Pretty good job of running to get through there to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
First down here for the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
On second down, he'll fire. Setting up the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Williamson. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Grabbed over the middle, it's Young. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This drive has already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock, and now they've got it on second down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Sweet cut there. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's going to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Second and 10 here. He'll do it himself. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Yeah, and how about the QB calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards. And now, what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense on balance?
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowling up, stuff them.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Good, right down the boulevard. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Wide receiver shows motion. Comes out throwing on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Trying to take it back. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
First down for this offense. They go to the ground. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50. And on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
He'll keep it himself. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
I'll tell you, the running backs and the quarterbacks in this offense, they got to give a lot of their success running the football to this offensive line up front. They're getting tremendous push. It doesn't matter who has the football, who's keeping the football. You're just seeing this group up front drive this defense backwards.
Using the quick game. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Snags it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Strong, firm tackle.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be key too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. Guy's still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give out of the gun. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. To the air, it's Bowers. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to power their way ahead.
Well, it's 4th and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Jet sweep to the edge. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And a great job seeing the motion coming across the formation, understanding the jet sweep's a possibility, pulling the trigger, going and getting the guy on the ground.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. The quick out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. He wants to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
They come to the line, hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. They're setting up the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off the spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. From the gun, running back gets to give. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Dropping back, it's Bowers. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
On third down, going up top. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. To the air, it's Bowers. Quick strike complete. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Now on 1st down from the 28. Looking to move it through the air. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Precision. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll try the run. Nice move to keep moving. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the run. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the 1st down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Back to throw, it's Bowers. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up fourth down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Trying to run it in. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Now that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point gives him a 1-point lead here in the fourth. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Got it in the middle. It's Williamson. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Looking to throw on second down. Coming after it. Hit as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. Fourth down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he is going to be short. He just stepped out of bounds, but he was short of the first down marker. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone.